No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Come on, then. What's it got? Why is it moving?
What? I bet...
Your bag, it's wriggling. What you got in there? Not rat style.
No,
It's a niffler.
he's sharp. Stole from me, he
He
did.
was robbed by a niffler.
Oh, come on, where are you?
If I ever
He's
catch
not a rat.
rat, it's dead. You hear me? Dead. Get out.
He's not a rat.
Hello, do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. It's been a pleasure. Now there's a student who knows how to fly.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking the... Glacius! There you go! Catching them quickly.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Try to beat that. Accio. All in the wrist. Didn't think you were a match for me. Accio. Nothing to it. Missed the mark a bit on that one. Wait, did I win? I won! We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Try to beat that. Lucky shot. Accio. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. Accio. Nothing to it. How'd you do that? Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
These rocks have seen better days.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That was a mistake, my friend.
Incendio! Incendio!
You plan to creep up on me, but it won't work. Not with me. I've seen your magic, and I'm not afraid of it, or of you.
That wasn't so difficult. Incendio! Incendio!
What are you up to now?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good! You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, They can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her, but be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her,
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
You may be reading into it. Talking to people isn't a crime.
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Incendio!
There we go.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him.
This looks like trouble.
I raided Rockborough more times than I can...
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find...
Petrificus totalis!
Finite!
That's the best you can do.
Petrificus totalis!
You plan to creep up on me, but it won't work.
Expulso! Quite conductive, aren't we?
My mom! Get back here or I'll let you shoot all of them!
What are you...
Afraid to face me?
Expulso! You got some skills.
You can't hold up.
You don't stand a chance against me.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That's...
Petrificus totalis!
Might want to look up. Expulso!
I'm not done with you.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Finite!
Expulso! Trying to make me look more challenge, are we? Flash of inspiration. I think now. What is still alive?
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Novice luck.
Petrificus totalis!
You've got a few tricks up your sleeve.
Oh, you're kind. You weaken quickly. You're going to regret that. You will pay.
Quite conductive, aren't we? So!
Petrificus totalis!
Expulso!
Come on, you're afraid to fight back.
Petrificus totalis!
First, expulso! Quite a violent streak in this one.
That's the best.
What are you for? Electricity.
Petrificus totalis!
It's Nora Treadwell's little saviour. Might want to look up. Expulso! Bad, are you? Expulso! Expulso! I'll be more mindful.
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Hardly felt it. That's just the beginning. Expulso!
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
That's mine!
Petrificus totalis!
Barely felt anything.
You can't hold out forever.
Expulso! Expulso!
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
That's mine!
I'm not
Petrificus
done.
totalis!
Well,
Novice
Petrificus
luck.
totalis!
now you've gone too far.
Petrificus totalis!
This has become personal.
Petrificus totalis!
Expulso! You want to play like that, do you?
Petrificus totalis!
This lot. Expulso!
Petrificus totalis!
Stop that right now. Flash of inspiration.
Petrificus totalis!
Can't petrify you.
No!
Treadwell nearby again. Let's get this over with, shall we? Incendio! Now you're just Incendio!
Is that the best you got? Got that in first, cheeky jump?
Slow down easy. Expulso! I've seen better. Incendio! Expulso! Expulso! Everyone gets lucky now. That's your mistress! Expulso! Incendio! That's the best you can do, is it? Incendio! Second! You'll need to be quicker than that. Let it display. So close. Perhaps you ought to give up. Incendio! Had all their teaching in Expulso! Potato! Incendio!
Now!
Ready to scurry back to Hogwarts?
Coward!
Expulso! You survived longer than you're embarrassed! Incendio! Too slow! Potato! Incendio! Expulso! Incendio! Expulso! Second! Incendio! Expulso!
Pay for that!
Dodged in it. Good for you.
Incendio! Coward!
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis!
Incendio! Incendio!
Petrificus totalis!
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis!
Incendio!
Petrificus totalis!
Now you just get Expulso! Incendio!
Petrificus totalis!
That's Expulso! Oh, forever.
Petrificus totalis!
So very weak. Incendio!
Petrificus totalis!
Sensego!
Incendio! Pay for that!
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis!
commit! Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Expulso!
Tego! Triplicate totalis!
Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Ransom! Expulso! Well done!
Triplicate totalis! Triplicate totalis!
Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Expulso!
Triplicate totalis!
Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Rookwoods don't go down easy!
Coward! Folly fairly!
Expulso! Incendio!
You'll feel quite the pain if I have to come and find you.
Tego! Expulso! I've seen better! Incendio! Expulso!
You'll need to be quicker than that.
Incendio!
Are you
Expulso!
Triplicate totalis!
Incendio!
He's had all that teaching in
Incendio!
Triplicate totalis!
Pathetic! Expulso!
too slow.
Incendio! Expulso!
Triplicate totalis!
Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Incendio! Expulso! Protego!
That was a mistake.
Incendio! Expulso!
That's the best you can do, is it?
Incendio!
Expulso!
Incendio! Incendio! Expulso!
You survived longer than expected. What a pathetic display.
Incendio! Expulso! Protego! Incendio! Expulso!
Incendio!
Incendio! Expulso! Incendio!
Incendio!
Lumos. Goodness, not a party to attend by myself.
Think you're clever, don't you? But you...
My wand!
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Don't do that!
You'll have to fight eventually.
Expelliarmus!
What the?
Incendio! Accio!
The beast is safer now.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
All right.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Expelliarmus!
Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this book too to find it. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. Practicing your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogwarts. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alahomora. Well done! You're in. Remember,
Use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve. How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Alohomora.
Preparing for a rebellion. Perhaps Ranrock and Hippot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands.
One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Goblin Rebellion. My marching Professor Hector is heard.
I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. 50 house points. Hello, Amora.
What are you up to now? On account of my venomous tentacula? Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
again.
How nice to see you, my young friend. On account of my venomous tentacula. Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this